Thank you very much. In the Bible, they say the shoes that I'm not worthy to untie, but since you've asked me to, I will do that. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest of honor today is the CEO of Mutapa Investment Fund, Dr. John Panomesa Magudla. He committed and he was coming, but this morning we were advised that he got a call somewhere, and you know those calls. What he then did, you see, we delayed, was he thought somewhere he will be back soon, but we decided to proceed because we know you've got other commitments. We decided to postpone it, but that's why you see that we delayed a bit. Then he said the representative was told to come today. And as the representative was coming in Lobagundi, you blame it on Zinara, because we didn't tell him that there were some roads that had been closed due to this road infrastructure revolution that's happening in the country right now. So he had to go and come back and go navigating, but apologies for that. But finally, he was here. He is represented by Mr. Simbara Chinyemba. And if I would say everything again, it would become a speech. But I'll just say, with your indulgence, I'll just say a little bit. Mr. Chinyemba is a fellow of the Institutes and Faculty of Actuaries, United Kingdom. Coincidentally, he studied insurance and risk management at NAST. So I think the other core, the ITGA, has benefited because he's also he's an interested member. He then switched on to study for Ashura Fellowship exams in London whilst working for Delight and Church. And during that time also, he became the first black chief actuary of a London market insurance company, which is called IGI Global. I think you know it's got lots of countries that it is, and actually listed on NASDAQ. So remember, I said Dr. Gata became the first black GM. He also became the first black chief actuary. There is a coincidence there, much of the muchness in the guest that we have today. Then he also went to North America and Middle East, where he did stints there, and he became the CEO of Momentum Metropolitan Holdings, which, if you know, is listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. It's a financial services company, which is headquartered there, but it's actually operating in 6 countries. Then he then decided to go again to Nigeria. You know, a company called Zenith, where he spent 3 years working there again. And because of this and discoveries, I think he's been to 7 countries so far, where he's been working in this mobile financial services, which then led him, just like our consultants in ZESA, which had to be brought back to Zimbabwe for their skills. He was brought back and he became the CEO of Kolimba Mining House. He was at Kolimba Mining House, so you say from the diaspora he had to come back to actually play a part in Zimbabwe. Then recently, he left Kolimba for a very big role. He is now the chief investment analyst at the Mutapa Investment Fund, our shareholder. I would go on and on and on, but guest of honor, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Dr. Munia, for that introduction. When you were saying some of those things, I was also going, wow, I'd love to meet that man. Some of these achievements, although they were quite recent. I stand here as a Munyai and Mtumwa. So whatever I say, I will be reading verbatim from what Dr. Mangunji has said. He was called to a meeting as has been alluded, and as a result result, he sends his apologies. He would have really loved to be here. ZESA is one of the most important entities in the Mutapa Investment Fund portfolio, and he wanted to do this personally himself. Nonetheless, the show must go on, and here I am. So from this moment on, these are no longer my words. The Chief Executive Officer of Cell Insurance Company, Dr. Ish Makuzwa, the Chairman of the ZESA Holdings Board, Dr. Sidney Z. Carter, the ZESA Board Management and Staff, members of the media here present, ladies and gentlemen. It is my singular honor to officiate at this esteemed event on the ZESA calendar. Today we celebrate and recognize chosen stations with outstanding performance within the ZESA group that excelled in sound risk management practices during the year 2023. Risk management has become pivotal towards the achievement of ZESA's strategic plan. Risk management proactively identifies and controls threats and vulnerabilities that could impact the organization negatively, thus ensuring that the group attains its set objectives and unlocks shareholder value. This is quite important to us as, of course, we are now the shareholder of ZESA. Ladies and gentlemen, every effort is being made towards protecting the growth and sustenance of electricity supply. Thus, the need to recognize and reward excellence in the risk management practices. The ZESA Group Risk Management Awards were therefore established to motivate and inspire employees and stations to continuously improve their risk management practices. These awards are sponsored by the ZESA Holdings Cell Insurance Company, an organization which has evolved from being an insurance service provider to the group to becoming a risk management partner through offering risk management services and awards to stations that practice good risk management. The collaboration between ZESA Holdings and Cell Insurance on the risk aspect has brought about key successes to the ZESA group of companies. These include a significant 42% reduction in fatal occupational accidents involving employees at the workplace, especially at the ETDC. In addition to this, there has been a 37% reduction in transmission and distribution asset losses and a general 28% improvement in compliance issues, be they statutory, internal policies, and standards. Generally, the risk management culture within the group has improved remarkably, resulting in the successful completion and commissioning of major projects such as Wange Units 7 and 8 in 2023, which was commissioned by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, in line with the government's mandate to achieve an upper middle income class by 2030. Another key success of risk management has been an improved understanding of risk management among all levels of employees in the organization. Therefore, it has become a trademark that fosters competition between companies within the group. As a nation, we are excited and encouraged by the interest that is being shown by international investors to come and establish businesses in Zimbabwe. It does not require any emphasis that electricity is a key enabler for investment and economic growth. What ZESA has done to take a leading role to promote good risk management should be emulated. The current awards categories are equipment and premises maintenance, loss minimization, business continuity management, compliance, and safety and health. Whilst I'm happy with this, I would, however, like to see the spectrum of categories broadened in the future to include customer experience, risk improvement innovations, as well as milestones towards commercial viability and electricity self-sufficiency. This is what Mutapa Investment Fund stands for. The vision of the President is to have all state-owned enterprises attain commercial viability in order to spur growth of our economy. We cannot attain the upper middle income economic status with loss-making state enterprises. undoubtedly, good risk management plays a key role in that endeavor. Some once upon a time blue chip companies have gone under because they failed to manage risks. Ladies and gentlemen, we are also aware that theft and vandalism of ZESA equipment remains a challenge as it exposes both human, property, and livestock to the risk of electrical accidents. These losses slow down the rate of infrastructure expansion and development, as funds that are meant for network expansion are then channeled towards replacement of stolen and vandalized equipment. The ZESA corporate image has also suffered damage due to the general outlook of the company's assets. I encourage the use of sound risk management practices to maintain the physical outlook of the assets and also guard jealously the ZESA corporate image. The increased number of electrical accidents occurring on the ZESA network is also damaging to the corporate image. If there is anything to be done to reduce these accidents, I encourage you to prioritize it. I wish to commend the collaboration and synergy between the ZESA group of companies and its insurers. The insurers ensure provision of insurance covers for both human and capital assets of the power utility against various forms of loss, and also make certain the execution of checks and balances to enable mitigation of identified risks. We applaud these relationships which have culminated in this noble event which we are celebrating today. In conclusion, I wish to congratulate all our winners today, and to those who did not make it, do not lose heart. I urge you to work hard so that you can receive similar recognition in the future. Let us continue to embrace a culture of innovation, collaboration, and continuous improvement in our risk management practices to support ZESA's strategic aspirations and Zimbabwe's vision of becoming an upper middle income economy by 2030. As the CEO of Mutapa Investment Fund, I want to assure ZESA's leadership and all employees here today that we are committed to supporting ZESA's efforts to achieve self-sufficiency. We will closely, with management, work together to provide the necessary advisory support to help the company reach its strategic goals. I thank you.
Mawoko, Secretary Mawoko, Mawoko, Mawoko. Thank you very much. My table, the guys go more simukiro kazukitwa. All right, thank you. We want to keep it moving. Thank you so much for our keynote address. Thank you very much for that. I was going to ask you though, that now we've come to the part where congratulations have been done, and to all the winners, potential winners this morning, and we're getting to the part